I'm actually in the college, so I'm just gonna find a parking spot.
No, you don't need to park in the college. Come at the church.
Where is the church?
We saw it yesterday. You remember when you're telling me this is the church when you're passing it.
Okay. Let me come actually there. What, you guys are starting this service?
The parking is behind the church.
Okay, coming.
Turn left, then turn right.
That's the thing. Your sources of income at rest, and this is something common. You really have to like be careful with that, because they need to know how you got the money, and that's basically because of the taxation. You have to
You cannot fake stuff here. If you have a mindset of faking,
just even thinking about not even doing it, just thinking about guys. It's as if they're seeing you, bro. It's as if they're seeing your mind.
Hello.
Hello.
Beautiful. Hi.
Contest?
Yeah, we're doing some content.
Yeah. Can I say hi to?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is it a him or she?
This is a girl, yes.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh, yes. Good one.
Oh, it's time. My life is like, okay, it's gonna take upward projection, and then that's not a bad thing. It's a good expectation. And so when you get here, you hit by the reality just a little bit, not as much, just a little bit. And part of that is that you just realize that for you to be allowed to do your businesses, I don't mean like businesses to make money, just to do your errands and move around freely. There are so many documents that you have to get cleared, not just by the immigration. There's so many departments, and that's something that is quite weird. In any other country you might not find this, or maybe a few countries might find this, but here you have to clear a lot of documents.
No loopholes.
No loopholes here. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. You really need to like make sure all your things are in order. And so once you put your documents in order, then you start now feeling a reprieve, a little bit of okay, freedom a little bit. And then the process starts. Okay, you're like, hey, you need to get maybe a job, something, just something for you to like sustain yourself.
People expect that when you get here you become rich.
Yeah,
people in Africa have that expectation.
That's the idea. But the funny thing, life here is not as cheap, and so nobody wants to like keep you for long as well, because they feel they don't want to spend as much on you. And so people tend to like try to open up your mind, open up your eyes. Like the first week they will be telling you of, hey, you know what, this is the thing, you might need to get something to do and stuff like that. So you'll be out there trying to figure out what to do, but then here we are. Yes, you might get something, and as we said, documentation, very key. You have to get cleared again, otherwise you'll be in trouble.
I knew how to drive in Kenya. When I got here, there's no driving school here. And then I had to go do the test. They make you do the written test, and they're actually behind the wheel, and it's not easy to pass sometimes. And there's no driving school. You have to keep practicing.
You have to do that, and it's an interesting stuff.
You've been here before, the Giralda Farms?
No, not yet.
So life is good here. If you want a place that you can actually access things in a just way, this is the place to dream about.
Exactly. It's a beautiful place to.
I like that New Jersey, you guys are almost in summer. Minnesota is still dry.
It is.
You should visit Minnesota.
Interesting. So guys, here we go.
Do you have issues with how you pronounce your words, especially from Africa? You're from Kenya. They're like, how do you even speak
Oh
English?
man, I think I had a problem to figure out how to pronounce stuff when I came the first time I came to the US. That was in 2015 because I felt most of the times like I just don't sound as good, and that doesn't give you confidence.
Do you find it hard to say water instead of water?
Okay, this is the thing. I try so hard. To me, it sounds weird to say water.
And when you go home and you say water, people are like, are you crazy, bro?
You have to play around with this because I don't think people will take it. If you say that at home, it will be like, hey man, are you sick or something? Water!
Can I have some water?
Yeah, that's
can
crazy.
I have a quarter pound cheese?
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, no. So sometimes I'm just like, no, I'm just gonna take it like water, as long as I'm around people who understand what that is. But yeah, any other place I'll just be like water.
Can I have water? Because water sounds good. I'm from Minnesota, but when I say Minnesota to people in Minnesota, like, are you from here? I'm like, I'm from Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly. I'm from Minnesota.
How do I say Minnesota?
there is that kind of like the deep.
I used to have stress when I say I need to go to the car. Can I have a car? Like, what did you say? Car? I mean, you mean a car? Car.
Yeah, there is
car.
that. Well, I think the French guys wouldn't find it a problem because French is also sort of romantic, the way they pronounce the things, like bonjour, yeah, sort of. And so for us, those who were colonized by the Britons, bro, our English wasn't that sophisticated. We took it easy, the pronunciation and all that.
So you're starting to learn the word car, water, community.
You have to learn this thing because there is no any other way.
So we can go outside. I'll show you another good thing about the US.
Okay.
So
perfect.
I got here and because I'm not from here originally.
Yep.
And when I go to the airport, it's very easy to even get a car. Say I want to drive to New Jersey. Can I have a car? I say yeah. How many days? 2 days. Like the process is easy as long as you have the proper documentation. Then they asked me, which kind of a car you looking for? I said I want a basic one, like this is the smallest they have for $32 a day. No, for $30 a day. And they give gas to you and you drive, they give you insurance, which is easy. But in Kenya, if you need a car,
it's crazy, right? It's crazy.
It's so stressful that you get tired.
Yeah, in Kenya, sort of. Well, we have Chevrolets, but they I don't know if they're on hire though. But the most commons maybe the Toyota brands, and for the Toyota brands, something of this, capacity like fuel capacity, you might pay at least. Let's say you need at least maybe 40. I think
50. I know right now.
Around there, yeah.
50
It's
a day?
yeah. Not surprising if you're gonna have at least $50 for this.
And when you come back, you bring the car back. Potholes have made the bumper is broken. You'll drive the car. It's gonna be the same as it.
But they mind where you're going with the car as well. I think you might have to engage them with that discussion because of course they're tracking the cars. So if they ask you might have to tell them exactly where you're going. Otherwise, they will be like, hey. At some point they'll call you. You know
that's your dream machine. That's nice car.
Suburban. Guys. If you've heard of a beast, bro, this is a beast, bro. This is the thing you see with these presidents here, bro.
That's
Suburban.
Presidential.
Yeah, it's presidential, bro. These ones, like, oh my goodness. People
don't have those in Kenya.
No, they don't use this the extra bigger SUVs. They do tend to have the Prados or maybe the Lexus that's a Range Rover. This is a Vogue, right?
Huh?
It's a Vogue, I guess.
That's a Range Rover.
It's a Range Vogue.
That's a German machine.
Oh, guys.
Really expensive. Those cars are here. But why I brought the idea of cars, you look at the license plate, that one.
Yes.
And you look at that license plate.
Yes.
And you look at this license plate. They call them number plates in Kenya. This one, you see, this is North Carolina.
I get it.
That's New Jersey.
I see.
That is Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, yes.
But we're in the US.
Exactly.
Why do you have
different plates? Yeah, sure. That's something I cannot. thought of it. But then I wouldn't have thought of something good than, you know, kind of like decentralizing, you know, the license plates so that you identify with where you live. And I've seen some of these plates, they even have like the estate, like where you stay, which is a good thing. Like I've seen like New Jersey, you know, and then it's tagged as the Garden Estate and stuff like that, and that's a good thing. And so if
North
there is,
Carolina is the first in flight.
oh yeah, they call it okay, first in flight. Yeah,
And
every state has its own, you know,
Massachusetts,
slogan.
the state of the spirit of America.
Oh my goodness, that sounds great. Yeah, that sounds
in
great.
Minnesota we say 1,000 legs.
Look at the slogans for
And
these
the
states.
slogans.
Yes.
That's amazing because I have an ID. Don't show people my details.
No. Yep.
It's an ID, a driver's license.
Yes.
But it's in the US, but it's like, imagine we're in Kenya.
Yep.
You're from maybe Nyanza, you have an ID for Nyanza. You're from Central, you have an ID from Central.
Exactly.
You're from Mombasa, like they make sure that you're the same, but you're unique, you're special. That's the good thing about America. So people from New Jersey might have moved here from a place, they're happy about being from New Jersey even though they're in the US. Same president, same currency, but they do things differently.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the laws are different.
The identity is quite unique in different states, and that's what matters a lot. And for me, I like the fact that every state has been given you know, liberty to even have their own bylaws, to even have their own policies, and that works for them. And it's so surprising that some of the laws that you find in other states are not the same laws.
You know, here,
and it's, yeah.
like I don't know, the drinking age and the smoking age might be 18. In Minnesota it's 21. In Wisconsin it's 18. So I can go to Wisconsin, I'm 18, I drink, but I'm not supposed to be drunk when I go to Minnesota.
Oh my goodness. Look at that, guys.
Weird.
Sounds interesting.
Like
It really
I can
sounds interesting.
get drunk
Yeah.
in Wisconsin at 18 and smoke,
Yeah.
but I should not be in Minnesota while drunk. I should stay in Wisconsin. That's weird. And it's US.
Yeah, there is a border, you know, for what, like getting drunk. This is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it applies in so many ways.
But the same
even
thing,
here.
Even here.
I don't know
think
what
it's 21.
it should be. The closest I've been to like some of the laws here, to understanding some of the laws here is just like how you operate on the you know, on the roads. There is walking lanes, which some people call the sidewalks, and we also have the biking lanes.
It's the same road.
Yes,
there's
yes, and then there's the walks.
That's another culture shock. Maybe we should put this camera here.
Yes.
And talk. Maybe
Okay.
it can show both of us. This way. Yes.
Is it? Let me stand here so that we see.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
I think that works.
the roads in Kenya is for the cars.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
The vehicles are respected than people.
Exactly.
But here,
it's
I can go on the roadside and be like this, and people will stop.
I get it. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I
You're
was
right.
like, you should come to Nairobi.
It's pretty interesting, but the reality is this: on the road, there is respect for like almost everybody and everything that is happening on the road. And to tell you
I'll
this,
be getting something here. Keep going.
it's pretty interesting to see how, like, okay, fine, people who are biking, they're respected and they're just given priority most of the times, and it's so quite interesting that, okay, fine, how comes? And vehicles will stop
For
they'll
you.
give you way, you know, and nobody will hoot at you because you're maybe like, you know, doing something crazy. But again, that's how, you know, things are working on the roads here. It's pretty interesting.
But if you see in Kenya, people can just run over a duck or a squirrel. But here, there's a squirrel crossing the road and all the cars are stopping and waiting. And even people get out of the car like, okay, baby squirrel.
Yeah, I see.
Which is good.
Yeah, there is love for you know, like nature and animals as well. And so this is something interesting that I don't, people knock even these animals elsewhere for fun. They're like, hey, I want to run on that, over that cat. It's funny how they do it. And they literally run on it, and they're like, oh, for fun, and they record that and put it on social media and
cats
stuff.
and dogs here.
They're precious.
They are
really
very
value.
important, and
Yes.
we have a cat. We pay rent for a cat
You do.
where I live.
Guys here in New Jersey, if you have a pet, if you have a dog, guys, I can assure you, your rent will go up. You have to pay for that, trust me. But if you have a kid, I don't think your rent will go up. Just imagine that. That's how they value, these animals.
You
for
have
sure.
a kid here, you get paid in Minnesota to have a kid actually. In Kenya you have many kids, you have problems. Here you have a kid, the taxes go. Actually, you get paid.
In Kenya, you pay for like having the kids. That is, you spend, to keep up with them and stuff like that. But you're paid to get these kids, guys. You can imagine that. Oh.
Did you say about
that's
that's a nice
a beast,
car.
guys. That's a Suburban
But
is a beast.
fueling that, bro,
It's crazy.
I'm thinking about getting.
Did you tell them how much fuel costs here, guys? You see these cars running here? The last time I checked at the petrol station, bro,
But I
just a
think
liter,
Gas
of.
is cheap here.
I don't know.
Because look, gas is like $3 a gallon.
Sometimes 3.5. Yeah.
$3.50 a gallon. A gallon is like 3 liters. If you convert 400 shillings for 3 liters of gas,
Yes.
we call it petrol. It's
Yes.
another thing that, why do they call this gas? Gas is for cooking in Kenya. You'll find gas in Kenya is expensive
Yeah.
than here because these guys have money, they have enough gas. In 2020, gas was like $2, $1.50. I don't know, because of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, but people have access to driving. You don't have to drive. In Minnesota, if you use a bicycle, you actually get paid a little bit because you're saving the environment.
Yeah, I don't. Yet another thing that people wonder is like, okay, how comes like most of the people are driving? So many reasons. But again, I don't think you be on your feet and just make it around all these places. I think you need to drive here basically because some of these places,
basic requirement.
it is, because some of these places are not that close, guys. They're not that close, I can assure you. And the weather won't let you like walk around here. If it gets hot, guys, you won't like it. You run, bro. You run because of the sun. You see, I'm telling you, you run, bro. If it gets cold, do you know what? You can even, some of your organs like your ears and your nose, your lips, they can die, bro. Literally die. You'll be in trouble, bro. So you have
Wait.
to-
There's this thing people think about, in the US, you have nice cars, nice houses. Is it that everybody is rich in the US for having a car?
No.
Or it's the
No, no, no,
standard
no.
of life?
No,
In Kenya, if we have all these cars, these
No,
are
no,
the
no,
rich
no.
people.
Guys, it's a simple, reason behind this. Not everybody you see walking, they're healthy. So in this sense, not everybody you see driving, bro, they're
rich.
healthy in terms of finances and stuff like that. People are ailing, bro. There are credits here. Somebody got some pretty nice car, but that is credited, and so you can imagine, bro. You have to pay for that.
Loans.
Yeah, they're nice cars here. You okay? Fine. You can get something like an electric car, like what is this? The most common one, like
Tesla.
a Tesla. You can get a Tesla, and now you're talking of like $160,000. You
I
tell
know
me, that's
very
the
few
lowest.
people have the $160 to pay.
Yes.
Very few people
very
in the US.
very few people.
The only thing that can make you survive here, have a good credit. You have a very good credit, 680, 800, 700. You go somewhere, say, I need that car. They give you.
Exactly.
Just because of having a history of saying, I can borrow the money, I can pay back. Don't fuck up here. Don't
And
say
so-
you're not paying stuff.
I know somebody's wondering, how do you get the credit from the bank? Well, I don't know much, but then I've seen people, you get there, you open your bank account with them, and yeah, if you apply for a credit card, yeah, it normally comes with some little
They run a credit score,
limit.
and then they say, let's see, if we give you $50, are you gonna pay it back? The more you delay it, the more you put an interest, the more your credit goes bad. So
I
you
see.
make sure that you maintain a history
That's
of
it.
being a good steward.
Credit,
I've
yeah.
given you this. Are you able to use it and bring it back? That's what they want. Trust. Then if you have a good
So yeah, the
history,
creditors will not. Yeah, you have to stand up in good reputation. Otherwise, you might be like, okay, fine,
Yeah.
you're a defaulter. and you never have a good limit, guys.
Yeah.
And the funny thing, if you wanna get like rent an apartment here, most of people have families, they will ask your credit limit. If you have a bad one, guys, nobody will let you in because they know if you don't have money, how are you gonna help yourself around? So that credit card is pretty.
There's a friend of
important
mine
here.
in Minnesota who fucked up stuff, and he had a very bad credit history. But he said, I don't care, but I need to buy a car. So he went and worked so hard. He had cash money, $7,000.
Oh, I see.
He wanted to pay for the car. It was a Camry small car, and they were like, no, we don't know where you got that money from. You have money, yes,
Yes, I
but
see.
they might not sell you something because like, where did you get the money from?
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
But
yeah,
in
yeah.
Kenya, you just say I have money, they'll give you the car. Here, you'd rather have a good credit
They,
than have money.
exactly. Yeah. That's the thing. Your sources of income are traced, and this is something common. You really have to like be careful with that because they need to know how you got the money, and that's basically because of the taxation. You have to,
You cannot fake stuff here. If you have a
Guys,
mindset of faking,
just even thinking about not even doing it, just thinking about guys.
Yeah.
It's
Shut-
as if they're
shut-
seeing you, bro. It's
shut
as if
go-
they're seeing your mind.
hello,
Hello.
beautiful, hi.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
doing some content.
Yeah. Can I say hi to?
Absolutely, yeah.
Is it a him or she?
This is a girl, yes.
Oh, she's beautiful.
yes. Good one.
You going for a walk?
Yeah, we're going
What's
for a
what's
walk.
her name?
Yeah, that's great.
Her name's
So,
Sylvie.
guys, yeah,
Sit.
Great.
Sit.
She
Got a
can hear you.
GoPro. What are you guys doing out here? Sit.
We're doing a video.
we're doing a short, a video clip, a little bit
About
talking
stories.
about the life, in the US.
Good.
Yeah,
Oh, you
little
are
bit.
treats.
Yeah,
That's so good.
Sure.
Gotta get send that out to your followers.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Doing
Yeah.
it for social media. Good
Yeah,
for
yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly. At least,
Alright,
So
it's
you
good
going for a walk?
We're going for a walk. She needs to get out and walk because
Nice.
otherwise she's just gonna be barking all that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right at the operator over there a little
Oh,
bit.
it's gorgeous over there.
Yeah,
Good stuff. It's good to see you both.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Reverend.
All right, keep on getting that content out.
Yeah.
Send me a link, man.
All right,
Sure.
I'll do that, Reverend. Great.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about doing shortcuts,